probably the best group I've ever taken to camp. And no problems with the van, so it was a great trip, both going down and coming back. But Patty and I would go to the services at night with them, and just seeing the young people, the Lord really working on them. I can remember even in camp when I was a kid, and how you get away from the TV and your friends and the cell phones and everything, and how God can really, really work on your heart and make decisions that last a lifetime. But I guess the biggest impact on my life at camp was the bonfire. We obviously didn't get any pictures of that because it was very dark outside. It was close to 10:30, 11 o'clock. Thursday night, and they left kids get up and give their testimony. Well, Kara will tell you, she was a black girl from Temple Baptist Church, and she rode the bus since she was like, I think, 9 years old. And this was going to be her last year of camp, and she wasn't going to come. She graduated, but some of the counselors that went to church there at Temple Baptist begged her to come to camp, and she came to camp. And Kara, she was in the girls' dorms, and Kara was a little bit afraid of her at first, but ended up loving her at the end. But she got up and she gave her testimony, and Patty and I were sitting there just boo-hooing. She gave a testimony that she rode the bus, and she said, "I'm so thankful for people that took time out of their life, their busy lives, and knocked on my door and came and picked me up every Sunday for church." And she said, and then as I got older, I guess she was in the Christian school there, and even took her to church Sunday night and Wednesday night. And she said her dad was in either the Crips or the Blood. He was in prison, and I think he got out of prison, and Curtis said that when he would come to church, he would come and sit in the very first pew, but he was very rough looking, very scary looking. But she just said, "I'm just thankful that people accepted me here, even though, she was black." But she said, most of all, she said, I want to be different than the rest of my family. She said, there's all kinds of babies being born in my family. No one's married. No one sometimes even know who the baby belongs to. And she said, I don't want to live that way. And she said, I want to be different. I'm a Christian. She said, I want a Christian husband, and I want to be different. I want to start a new generation that loves the Lord and goes to church. And I just sat there, and it really, really spoke to my heart, because, I was a bus kid. And I'm thankful that someone who was single took time every week to really work on me and to really encourage me to be in church. And I'm so thankful for that. I think so often, where would I be today if that person, she was my public school teacher, actually, my third grade public school teacher, and I think if she would not have taken her time to even disciple me, I'm sure it wasn't easy for her to say to me, and my whole family, my parents included, saying to us, you shouldn't do that. I have a hard time saying that sometimes to people, but she was not. And she would just flat out say, you shouldn't say those words anymore. You're a Christian now. You shouldn't go to those places. And I'm thankful that I had someone in my life that did that taught me, that trained me. And I just want to say that I thank you for allowing your children. I know that 4 of them were my nieces and nephews, but I guess that's a big joy to me too, to see my nieces and nephews growing up in the church and growing up hearing these preachers and going to these camps and things. And I'm just thankful for that. And I pray that it will be a next generation to serve the Lord.
Amen.
Well, I want to thank the church and Pastor for allowing us to go. It was really a blessing. But the one message that really spoke to my heart was, well, the one about Christian criminals. He was saying about knowing you're supposed to do something, but yet you don't do it. And I know that I don't read my Bible and pray like I should, and God really spoke to my heart about getting on that and doing that. So I'm really trying that. But I had such a good time. I met so many new people. I really didn't want to go because, come back home because I met so many nice people there, and we had a good time. It was so much fun, and I want to go next year too. So.